Hi guys, it's Stephanie from Shimmering Bodies. What I have for you today is a tarot card reading with channeled messages, and this is in honor of what is healing over this next lunar cycle. So we're looking at going from the full moon that's happening tonight for the month of February and going into the next full moon, which will happen in March. And so what I did is I pulled some cards, these 3 cards here, that just have to do with the collective and what everybody's going through at this time. And I also divided the reading out into astrological signs. So we have the air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You can also go to the Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. For the water signs, the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, or to the earth signs of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And you can pick your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, or just pick one of the card stacks that makes sense for you. You can choose any of those readings, and the link for those readings will be posted below. So just of what's the collective going through at this time is we're still going through a great deal of confusion and challenges and healing when we have to be on our toes. So this is about a time of not knowing what the future holds, of having to go within to intuit what are the best next steps to move forward, and to not get too caught up in the challenges of it all, because there are still great challenges that have occurred and that will be occurring, and to be really wise in all the actions that we take at this time with great and meticulous attention to detail, because whatever we're doing now is the step that moves us forward into what happens next. So we really want to be very aware of what we're setting up, and also to remember to just practice kindness with others always, because we don't know what they're going through or how all these stresses have affected people. And as a whole, we're just all going through a great amount of fatigue and just that inner challenges where you have to pull yourself up from your bootstraps. So go ahead and look at the links below and choose a reading accordingly. Again, you have the water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, beautiful air signs, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, as well as the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Okay, so this is a reading for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. That could be for your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign. And so before we get into this reading about what is being healed during this full moon lunar cycle, I wanted to just share with you some channeled messages that I did. So I do some channeled messages to tap into you before we even start the tarot reading and before I even pick the cards. So then after I do the channeled messages, then I pull the cards. I think that helps me focus the energy from spirit. All right, so the first thing I picked up on is just a lot of energy. There's a ton of energy going on. The word ignited came in and my eyes opened really wide. And I feel like in that sense of my eyes opening really wide, I was wondering if you might be having any kind of eye irritations, some sort of feeling of discomfort in the eyes. I was also feeling a lot of heat, and so that could translate to literally feeling hot flushed, or it could just be feeling a lot of energy and a lot of get up and go. A lot of yang energy of just like, let's do this, let's get stuff done, or just even a quiet force going through your day, just killing it. All right, so then I was also picking up on just irritation and things that of ways that people have like maybe wronged you in the past coming to the surface, and having a little bit of an angry outburst, maybe not even out loud, but within yourself, just suddenly something coming up very quickly. And so I'm seeing a lot of quick and dynamic energy passing through you right now in what is healing at this time. We're all just going through a lot of changes in energetic densities. And so what I was picking up on is this idea of exhaling. And when you exhale, I was seeing almost like black smoke escaping from the body. And I was thinking about how the fire signs are there to transmute energy. So I was thinking about energy transmutation and smoke and fire. And What I was picking up on is massive heart chakra energy, and maybe even getting into the back of the body, like a stiff back, or like potentially like having some type of back injury, or throwing your back out, or just feeling like your back doesn't feel right. Also feeling the need to tell you to slow down, and also to pace yourself, to find a pace. I was just watching the other day a video in Japan. They actually put a tortoise and a hare together to see who would win, and it was super cute. The tortoise won. He came out of the little race before the rabbit did. So I'm also picking up on dry skin and skin rashes. So I was picking up on maybe that you need to look into getting some neem oil or some neem lotion for your skin. And I feel like your nervous system just needs a lot of rest right now, because you feel like you want to get up and go, but you just need to make sure you're getting quality rest when you're resting, and really just taking a moment of complete silence and stillness to completely empty yourself. So I want you to practice completely resting. And what you can do is you can even rest specific body parts by just focusing on them, like, cupping your eyes and thinking about really deeply relaxing your eyes, or relaxing your mid-brow, or just focusing on softening your lower back or your mid-back. That can help you just get into a more full state of relaxation. So there's a lot of movement going on for you. So I want you to focus on non-movement and just be like a channel, like an empty channel, and just let the energy surge through you, and let whatever movement that causes to pass through you. So I see you as really transmuting a lot of energy right now, and on an energetic plane, every kind of energy that you're transmuting for yourself, you're also transmuting this energy for other people. And the job of the fire signs right now is to shift the energy on the planet. And so there's a lot of synthesizing and integration going on for you right now. So a lot of like really, deep whole body, whole system kind of reorganization happening. So then I picked up on just some medicinals for you. So I was thinking about, for your diet, eating fennel and celery and fermented foods for your digestive health, and to calm the digestive system down. And then I really wanted you to experience something sweet, but not necessarily chocolate or candy. So I was thinking about sweet fruits and just enjoying like berries, fresh berries together. And I was thinking about turmeric because I'm picking up on the irritation and the inflammation, and also coming up with essential oils of lavender for relaxation and bergamot. And if you ever had any heart issues, or, or worry about your heart health, then I was thinking about maybe hawthorn berry for you. All right. So I also picked up on some colors, which were white and some very dark blues, as well as like a golden kind of whitish yellow energy. All right, so now let's get into the reading. So I'm just going to flip a couple cards over here. All right, so right off the bat, I felt like this had a lot of power to it. The first card I pulled was Judgment, and I literally get the sense that you have a higher calling that you're being called to do right now. So I don't know if you're a healer or a light worker or a leader or a community organizer or what you're doing, but I feel that you are being called to rise up and to go to your higher purpose and into your soul mission. And I did want to pull a card to clarify that, and I got the High Priestess. And so the message that I'm taking from that is to don't get too caught up in the daydreams of what you want to do. I want you to focus really on finding your muse within the dream that you have, so that you can move it forward and pay it forward, so that you can serve. I feel like this person is in a place where they live in service to either a higher calling or even just in service to other people, maybe working in the medical field, or being called to get in touch with your soul mission and just serve. All right, so then I got the resolving conflict card, which we got last time I did a reading. And the resolving conflict is about the way to move forward into leveling up, because I get for this person, what you're going through right now is really just like a huge leveling up and transforming energy for yourself and for other people. And to make that happen, you've got to get right with your heart first. So you've really got to work on resolving conflict that you have within yourself, as well as any conflict you may have within the people around you, or within past situations that you may have had. You know, sometimes you can do little rituals where you write a letter to somebody that you have a negative past with. You don't ever have to give that person that letter. You can burn it, you can bury it, you can flush it down the toilet. One time I wrote a letter and then I burned it and flushed it down the toilet. So that really helped a lot. The words on the stones at the bottom of this card are empathy, compassion, and understanding. So I want you to have empathy, compassion, and understanding for yourself and for the other people in the situation. So this is about getting past some past hurts and things that are kind of holding you back on a spiritual level, because it's creating sort of like a darker density, heavier density within your heart space. Okay, so then the next card was the Divine Masculine. So that could also relate to two things right away came up. There's multiple meanings to this card. One is just that person within yourself that's the masculine side of yourself. Really, what kind of conflict do you have with being assertive in the world, with going out there and getting what you want, with you know, being courageous, with being able to see the whole picture and to take the action that you need to take to, you know, become that masculine energy that's connected to the divine force. So there's one is about healing the masculine within yourself. The other one would be to heal any sort of masculine relationships. So that could be a partner, a brother, a father, an uncle, a boss. So if you've had people in your past, some masculines in your past that you have some issues with, now would be the time to sort it out, write those letters, and move on. All right, it's not that easy, I know, but you can take steps towards it. So, you know, everybody talks about the new earth, and the other day when I was driving in the car, I really got a sense of like, I felt like I was being pulled like out of my body. I was pulled out of my body and I was being split into two. And then I got the feeling of like, oh, that is what everybody's talking about with a new earth. I don't know if you guys have heard about that theory, but it's sort of like this theory that the earth is going to split into two. And apparently, you know, some heavier, denser energies are going to be like on one reality plane, and the lighter energies are going to be on a different plane. And I thought, well, what it is right now we're being split into two. We're being asked to pull ourselves out of where we have been in that heavier density, and to pull up into a lighter density. And in a way, you're leaving your old self behind. So the thing is, though, is it's very disorienting, and you need to know how to transmute your energies. So like I do Qigong almost daily just to try to cycle the energy through me with all that's happening. You need a practice for literally transforming physical energy that comes in and out of you, whether it's meditation, exercise, you could do journaling and art practice, yoga, tai chi, qigong, martial arts, dancing, even just putting music on and moving around, anything that's going to help you release those darker and denser energies is what you need to focus on right now. So this is happening. You just have to be patient and hold your vision for the future, because it's going to be a long time frame. My intuition is saying that it's going to be about a 10-year shift. It's not just going to suddenly happen, but in 10 years, the world is going to be super different. And we're just going to be living way more in the light. So it's your choice. You can choose where you want to be. And I think that we all know that if you're in this reading, you're choosing the light. All right, so the citrine is the stone I pulled for you. And that's about the connecting to the third chakra. So it's, I'm confident and courageous. It's safe for me to be powerful. And I think that in order for you to claim your soul mission that you're being called out to do, and to process this past hurt and to get ready for this new earth, you've got to come to grips with the fact that you are a powerful being, and that everything is, the world's your oyster, everything's within your ability. So this says to expand your self-confidence and awareness of personal magnificence. Remember divine essence. Increase mental clarity, exude joy, enthusiasm, and happiness. Shine your light. So that's about the new earth, is you really got to go in and shine your light. Is all about just being in your soul purpose, which is really just about doing what you love and being in your loving energy, and just letting that bring you to people that you love and things that you love and practices that you love, and that will feed itself. And that's the increase of that energy is what's going to bring us into the new earth. So this card is so beautiful. Just spend a quiet moment looking at it. I feel such an energy surge with these fire signs. It's like I'm ready to go eat a bunch of chocolate and run a marathon or something. I don't know. Anyways, the surrender to the sweetness. I was definitely picking up on almost like a sweet flavor earlier. We talked about the berries in the channeled message. So I am thinking about just connecting to the Venus energy, which is about pleasure. It's about joy. It's about it says here, make love to life. It's just about being in that Venusian, like beautiful, fluid, feminine, loving, groovy energy. It's like that. It's like the feeling of being high. So it's just like surrender to the sweetness of life, because we all need things to be joyful for right now. So we can choose that. So then when I was asking about what are we currently transforming and what are we healing and what is all this black smoke that's leaving when we're in this transmutational process, and these are the cards that came up. I got the World card, the Ego card, and the Seven of Summer. So these are all very powerful cards. The World card is, to me, about saying that the world's yours. You can do whatever you want to do. It's also a card that has a lot of freedom to it. As you can see, this fairy just kind of looks like she's conquered something. She's free. She seems so happy and yet grounded in herself. What it says on the bottom is a freedom to go in any direction, a brilliant success, a journey that is now complete. So I feel like this is you stepping into your soul mission and just shining. I mean, look at all those sparkles coming off of whatever the heck she's holding there. I'm not really sure what that is, but I guess they're like scepters or something. But I feel like that's you. The world is your oyster. And what we're getting past is the ego. So it's just letting go of who you think you are and the illusion of being trapped, and letting go of things of the past so that you can rise up and be the person that you are now, and to work past the illusion and into your authenticity. So it says you're placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry, the illusion of being trapped. So you can just burn all that, burn it all down, burn it down. All right, and then the last card is the Seven of Summer, which I love this because he's this fairy who's holding another, I guess it's a scepter or ring or something. What does he have here? He's got something. He's got something that's creating a rainbow. And I feel like that's you synthesizing everything that's going on and just pulling all that energy to you, channeling and pushing it out, and you're like pooping out rainbows. I feel like you can just do no wrong right now. I feel like you're just on such a high vibe path to healing and to self-realization. I really get such a good feeling from this reading. All right, and then for everybody, I picked a quote. So we'll end with a quote, which is in honor of the full moon. So your quote says, "Everyone is a moon and has a dark side which he never shows to anybody." And that's by Mark Twain. All right, well, I hope you got something out of this reading. If you did not, you can choose one of the other signs or elements.